All right, welcome back everybody. Today we're on part 3 out of 4, all about home health physical therapy pay. Now, in previous videos, we talked all about PDGM and the various factors that go into determining the reimbursement rate. Now, if you haven't viewed the previous 2 videos, I suggest you do that. And then to make sure you don't miss the next one, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and ring the bell so that you're notified each time I post a video. All right, now today we're going to be pulling back those curtains to talk about what your home health agency has paid for each and every single patient that you see. Reimbursement in home health is based on a 30-day cycle. So each patient that comes on starts with a base rate of $1,901.12 as of January 2021. Now, based on that, the 5 factors that we talked about with PDGM influence how that number fluctuates based on the patient. So someone that's more complex gets reimbursed a bit higher for each 30 days. Likewise, you may drop a little bit depending on how the patient presents. Now, for the majority of patients in home health, your home health agency is going to be reimbursed between $2,000 and $3,000 for the first 30 days that they're on service. That's, of course, if you meet the LUPA thresholds assigned for that first 30 days. For the second 30 days, they're likely going to be reimbursed between $1,000, $1,500 to $2,000, right in that range. And that's, again, if you meet the LUPA threshold. As we talked about, if you don't meet the LUPA threshold in either the first 30 days or the second, then they just get a smaller per visit rate for the visits that have been completed. With that information, you can get a general idea based on the people providing care, whether it's just PT, PTOT, skilled nursing, whatever's in there. You can get a general idea of the funds available to pay everyone that's providing the care, and then also understand what's going back to the office and everyone else. As a physical therapist in home health, you may be doing just evaluations and discharges, all those assessments, while you have a PTA doing all the treatment visits, or you could be doing all of the visits, including the treatment visits. If you are supervising a PTA, it takes considerably more time to do that than to do all the visits yourself. Because of that, you should be getting paid more. A general idea is about $10 per visit that a PTA completes. Now, you can negotiate that up front, or you can work that into your salary to get that up a bit higher. We can't have a discussion about fair pay without discussing the fallacy of benefits. I see way too many people that take incredibly low offers just because it offers benefits. The truth is, many of these supposed benefits offer little financial value, and let me tell you why. So let's take a look at PTO. PTO doesn't actually increase what you're paid, it just decreases the amount of work that you have to do to be paid that. Now, there is some value in that, but it's not a value of increased pay or financial benefit. In regards to a 401k, if your company provides matching, there is a financial benefit to it. For example, if you're getting a $100,000 salary and they provide 3% matching, then you're essentially getting an extra $3,000 per year if you put in at least 3% of your salary. When it comes to health insurance, so many people way overestimate the value of getting this insurance from their employer. The truth is, most employers just do the federal minimum. What that means is, for someone who's single, they cover half of the cost of the premium for that one person. Now, if you look at how much that is, it's maybe between $500 and $1,000 a year. That's not that much value in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you're married or married with children and you're trying to get insurance through your employer, oftentimes those premiums, $700, $800, $900, $1,000, offer very little actual benefit, especially if you're healthy. So you're often better off going through an insurance broker or using a health share organization such as Christian Healthcare Ministries, the one that I use and one that I've made a video on in the past. These are often better options than going through your employer's health insurance. One thing that has significant value associated with it is mileage reimbursement. If your employer is not giving you mileage reimbursement, then you need a much higher salary to compensate for not having that mileage reimbursement. This is because under the current tax code, as a W-2 employee, you cannot submit for a tax credit for your mileage. Only if you're a 1099 employee can you submit for that tax credit. Now you can always do a quick search online to find what the current federal rate is for mileage reimbursement, and you can use that to factor in how much you should be getting paid extra if they're not providing you specific mileage reimbursement. Now, some companies will also offer some reimbursement for something like your cell phone service, but that's often just a small portion of what you actually pay for your cell phone. The other things that you'll find are things like short or long-term disability and life insurance, and those do have some value. You just have to look at what those plans say and look at, if you got those things on the free market, how much would they be if you were to pay for them for yourself. The most important thing with benefits is to not assume that they're worth a lot of money to you. You can often do better getting a lot of benefits on your own in the open market than what your employer is offering you. While it's not always the case, there is no reason that a physical therapist in home health should be paid less than a 6-figure salary. Our skills and our value demand that we're paid appropriately. Now, if you want to learn how to negotiate a 6-figure salary in home health, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, so that you can catch the next video where I go over some tips to help you negotiate a 6-figure salary. Thank you all for watching. I will talk to you in the next one. Have a good one.